players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, we see the emphasis earlier. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otten from 17 yards out. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. interception makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back up.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaches?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Raider offense with Derek Carr in charge heading back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is taken.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. They'll send the tight end in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. From the 31, Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On play action, now Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And track the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, a run from White. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. That was neither far enough, it wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. There's Evans again. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Otten. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now a play fake. Carr
gets this to Waller on the crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Holding, offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now Carr again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Brady now on 1st down.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Touchdown! Mac Hollins from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, here's White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Now all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. Boy, a 3rd miss of the game right there. By rights, they could be high and dry right now, but instead, this is still a ball game.
And defensively here, you can't let this affect you. You've got to go out and do your job, not worry about someone else's.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.